Going from having a steady career and then coming home to be a stay-at-home mom, I had to overcome fear of not knowing how we were going to make it. And putting my trust in God, I knew He would not lead us down the wrong path. God will even send down His angels to look after you and take care of you in the time of need. Okay, the time of need. We needed those groceries or else we were going to starve. And He sent an angel to come get the groceries, and the angel just jet off, disappeared. Another time we needed diapers for Kai. We had no diapers. 0 diapers, you guys. I would go outside the door, open the door to get some fresh air. What do I see? Big old box of diapers on my doorstep. It's just, and it happened so like every other week there was a big box of diapers sitting right there. Things like that would happen so much, and it was just that whole year of us being completely broke. We needed to experience being broke. We needed it. It wasn't so much being broke financially, but it was to break us down physically. It was to break us down spiritually, so that God can be God in our life, so He can build us up, so He can show Himself as God. A lot of times we have too much going on and God can't really show Himself as God. He needed that opportunity to prove to us who He is. He needed the opportunity to prove His word to be true. We needed the opportunity to allow Him to be God. We needed that opportunity to build our faith, to build our marriage, to have this testimony to share with you guys that God's will always prevail, always. And when I came home from my job, I could not see it then, but I see how awesome it is to be home with my child every single day, and how important it is to be with her every day of the week, to nurture her the way a mother is supposed to nurture her, to take care of my home the way a woman is supposed to take care of her home. Putting that into its proper perspective, that is what a woman was created to be. And some women get offended when they hear that. I can't help you. If that offends you, I don't know what to tell you. But the Bible that I read and the Bible that I study says that is what women are created to do. And if you're a woman, something in you naturally wants to take care of your home. Now, there is nothing wrong with working outside of your home at all. There's no problem with that. There's no problem with having a career. Do what you got to do. But everything must be in its proper perspective. Your career should not be before your home. It should not come before your family. It should not come before your husband. It should not come before your kids. Everything else is secondary when it comes to what you were created to do. And once I grasped that concept, you know, my desire, no matter how broke we were, I never once ever told my husband, you need to make more money. You need to do this. You need to do that. Never put that pressure on him. If we were going to be broke, we were going to be broke together. I had to learn how to do that. I had to learn how to allow him, and I'm still learning to allow him to be the head of the house, because again, when you don't grow up seeing it, it doesn't come like second nature to you, you know? So I'm learning how to be a woman who stands by her husband. I'm learning that as I'm doing it. I'm learning as I go. I'm learning how to take care of my husband. I'm learning how to be a wife. I'm learning how to be a great mom. I'm learning all this with God's help and accomplishing it as I'm going. And is it hard? Yes, it's hard. It's hard when people look down at you because you're just a mom and you're just a wife. That's hard. It's hard when people don't acknowledge that being a wife and a mom is so important. When I grew up in the church, I used to see a lot of divorce. And divorce just became normal when I saw that. I would see so many people divorce divorcing. But yet we can lift up our hands in the church and we're, oh, hallelujah, and God is good, and the next level, our blessing, and our this and our that. But we're divorced. How are you going to tell the world about Jesus if he can't even fix your marriage? How is the gospel going to help someone else if it's not even able to keep your family together? And as I'm older, I'm seeing that. It's not about standing outside and with a big Jesus shirt and saying, hey, Jesus is Lord, and you need to do this, and you need to do that, and blah, 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 blah. People will know God by your home. Your home is the example of what God you serve. You don't have to open your mouth at all. They will see God's light on you. They will see God's hand on your family. They can see that light, and it draws them. And I see it sometimes. People sometimes will just be staring at my family in amazement, and sometimes they will ask us and they'll engage in conversations with us, because there are a lot of families, you guys, especially young people, in this dark time. Everyone's focus is elsewhere when it should be your home. The family is important. It's so important. It's important to have the woman with her children and nurturing and taking care, because you got to ask yourself, if you're not taking care of your kids, who is? Who's taking care of your kids? If you're not doing it, that's why your position is so important. Don't let anyone ever, if you are a woman right now who wants to be a stay-at-home mom, it's in you. You want to do that. You want to be a wife. You want to be a mom. Don't you dare let anybody tell you that that is a little position, that that's minute. Don't let anyone tell you that. Let me tell you now, the reason why I keep drama out of my life, I have no drama. No one's calling me like, girl, you know what happened in the club? No one's calling me for that. I have zero tolerance for drama. I have zero tolerance for anything. Yes, people question why I wanted to come home. I heard it. People were saying, you just gonna let your husband do all the work? You just gonna let your husband do that? You're not gonna help? Girl, I heard it all. And I have to learn to put people in their place. And your place is outside of my door. Because what we do in here is what we do. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. But when it comes to my home, you will shut your mouth. Don't put your lips on my home. And I guarantee you, we don't get any of that anymore. Because we put it in its proper place. Your home is your sanctuary. Protect it. Don't let nobody's mouth speak on your home or be on your home. If you want to be a stay-at-home wife, you want to be a stay-at-home mom, if your goal is to do that, and that is your heart's desire, pray on it. Allow God to lead you. Allow God, because he will open the doors, because there is provision for what he has, for what's in his will. He will make provision for it. He'll make a way for it, because that's already in his plan. That's in his book. That's what he wanted for you. So he will make provision for it. Have patience. Allow God. If you're not ready for struggle, if you're not ready for sacrifice, then you really don't want to be in this position. I'm going to tell you now, because it's about sacrificing. It is a journey. It is a learning. It's a breaking down. You will lose some family in the process. You will lose some friends in the process. But at the end of the day, the fulfillment you get from doing what God has created you to do, I don't even have words. Okay, here it is, 2015, and I'm talking to you guys, telling you my situation. Okay, when I said we went from being completely broke to being able to, for me to make income on the side to help out with my home. This prayer that I prayed one time, because things got really, really hard for us. Really hard financially. It got hard. And I was like, Lord, I don't think we're gonna make it. Like, I'm trying to be, trying to have faith. I'm trying to believe what you're saying. But Lord, I really don't see a way. Like this, it just looks like the end for us. And I remember going to my husband, I'm like, hey, I can get a little job on the side. Like, let me get a job at Starbucks. It's right up the street. I can help out with the bills. I can do this. I can do that. Let me help you out. And he said, I don't want you away from the home. I would rather work hard and struggle than to have you away from our child. And at first I was not agreeing with that. I'm like, but dude, we're struggling. And so I prayed about it, and God told me, listen to your husband. Don't question, just listen to him. Stay home. And so I prayed. I said, Lord, okay, I'm going to be obedient to my husband. I'm not going to bug him about getting an extra job. My home is my #1 priority. But while I'm at home, make a way for me to help my husband out, because I don't want him to carry that big burden. I want him to be able to I don't want to see him stressed out to carrying that load. So whatever I can do, Lord, make a way to where it doesn't take me away from my home. Just make a way. My focus is my home, and I'm asking you to open a door where I can generate some income so that I can help out my home. And I'm sitting here talking to you guys, and I'm making income from my home, doing what I love, which is fashion, which is beauty. And I'm doing that all while first taking care of my child, my husband, my home. I'm doing it sitting right here. You can't tell me that God is not good. Can't nobody tell me God is not good. Can't nobody tell me that he's not real. Can't nobody tell me that he does not provide. No one can tell me that he is not a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. No one can tell me or change my mind that he is not real. It's me and my family. We talked about moving to Texas, which is something that we want to do. We want to move to Texas, and when it happens, it happens. But I know we said before we move, we want to visit out there. Like, we want to visit. We want to be able to visit out there and all this stuff. We talked about it. There was no way we couldn't afford groceries, let alone a plane ticket. Okay, we prayed about it. We said, Lord, whenever you open the door, we allow it to happen. You guys, we were able to go to Texas this year, and we didn't pay for it. We're able to travel and meet a lot of you. I met a lot of you guys. Being able to travel with my family and engage with different women and their children and their family. Being able to do all these different things. It just shows me that God is good. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm at a loss for words, because when I speak, when I explain it, it just even testifies to me that God is so good. Put him first. Don't allow naysayers. Don't allow the world to dictate, what you should be doing. If you want to know if what you're doing is right, open the Bible. You should be able to find anything that you do in the Bible. And if you can't find it in there, you shouldn't be doing it. That's how I look at it. And I'm just grateful that to be home with my child, I see the importance. And I do plan on homeschooling. It's important to be around people who are doing those things too, to encourage you, which is why I want to move to Texas, because there are a lot of women that I know of out there who are like-minded and doing the same thing that I'm doing. It is important to be a good wife. It is important to be a good homekeeper. It is important to be, and it's okay to be a young wife and a young mom. Don't let no one tell you need to be 30. I'm not saying you need to rush into it, but don't let no one put an age on it. You know when you're ready. Prepare now. If you are a mom, even if you're a single mom now, you made some mistakes in the past. Everyone makes mistakes, but now you're like, Lord, I want to do the right thing. God hears you. His intent is for you to be married. He has someone for you. Prepare. Prepare. Be in preparation, so that when he gives you that person, you guys are like in sync. You know what I mean? And you're there, you're sticking in it to the end for your children's sake. I just say patience. Have patience. Allow God to be the center. Allow him to be in the front, in the back, and on the sides. Allow him to be your everything. Put your trust in him. Don't doubt him. If you feel discouraged, open your word. There are scriptures in there that speak to your situation. There ain't one situation in this world that's too hard for God. There's not one situation in the world that the Bible does not speak to. He did not make any mistakes. He didn't leave anything out. He covered it all. He covered it all. So be encouraged. If you are a wife and a stay-at-home mom, or you're planning on doing that, or you know, people are trying to talk you out of it, but you really want to do it, I'm telling you now, stay firm. If that's what your husband wants you to do, if that's what you guys are in agreement in, stand firm on your decision, because this world is always going to fight that. It's going to fight the family. This world is against it. Whether you believe it or not, this world is against family. That family unit. This right here, this unit right here, the family. God being the top and everything else in between. They're against that. They are against it, and they're fighting it. But you need to stand strong, because in the end, God will always prevail. And if you're on his side, you will prevail. He takes care of his children. He takes care of his people. I am a witness. I'm young. Okay, I got married when I was 23. I've been with my husband ever since I was 18. 23, 27. I have a 1-year-old. She'll be 2 next year. This is what he wanted for me in my life. And I'm happy. I've never been, I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. You know, I'm not feeling like, oh, I wish I was out. I see all these girls on Instagram going to the club. And I don't have the desire for that stuff. My desire is my home. Okay? I'm wondering when I can buy a new pillow for my couch. I'm trying to get my house together. Like, my desire is my home. Taking care of my daughter, making sure my husband is taken care of, making sure we got food. That is my desire. And if someone thinks that's, my camera looks like it's not focusing. If someone thinks that's beneath them, it's beneath you. But for me, I take pride in it. You can't shame me in my position. I am a proud wife and a proud stay-at-home mom. That is my journey, you guys. I hope this video resonated with you. I do plan on making more chat with Jess. I have so many like just thoughts and topics that I want to talk about. And if you have a specific topic like that you have in mind that you want me to address, please leave it down below. I know I want to talk about, you know, just being young and being saved in these last days, like trying to be a Christian. How do you try to be a Christian in these last days? Like, come on, that's hard. I know I want to do a video on being content, because that is super. How do you be content when everyone on Instagram has this, that, and the third? Everyone, how do you stay focused? I want to do a video. I have so many ideas of videos that I want to do. And so if you have anything in mind that you would like me to talk about, make sure you leave it down below. And that is all, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.